Thanks for tuning back into my channel. Today, I wanted to just talk to you about DNA upgrades. Some people call them Ascension symptoms. Um, and the reason I wanted to talk about this is because the energy is just speeding up so incredibly fast these days, and it's creating all kinds of anomalies in the body. And I think if we have a better understanding of what's taking place, we will do a better job of navigating our body when we are not feeling our best. So on Saturday, the energy was particularly intense. I know that on Friday afternoon, I had a quantum timeline jump, and I could feel it. It actually streamed through me through deja vu. And in that moment, I had this very clear vision of myself on a plane, and I was flying someplace warm. I'm not going to tell you where. I have it written down, so we'll see how this plays out. But very interesting and intense moment when this deja vu presented itself. And so in that moment, I recognized that that was a quantum shift in my timeline, in my field. And so I uh, I woke up the next day and I felt different. I felt like I was coming down with something. And so it kind of didn't surprise me that all of this occurred, the deja vu with this big, I mean, like it presented so huge where it had never done that before. And the reason that it didn't really surprise me is because for the last few weeks, I had been having mild Kundalini activations on and off, and then finally the last week, significant every day, all day long Kundalini activation. And if you've never had one, it's a very, very, very mild current. It can be extreme too, but in this case, it was a very mild current. It felt like stim almost in the root chakra area. And it's like having, I guess, a very mild orgasm, right? Which is really, the orgasm is really about taking us into fifth dimensional consciousness. We built that into our physical body so that we would have a way to remember being connected to source energy and being connected to ourselves as one through that activation of the orgasm. And so that was, in my awareness that I was in this blissful, happy state of being, very high vibrational, mostly fifth dimensional consciousness this last week, probably a week and a half. And then Saturday, when I woke up and I had shifted, I knew immediately something else was taking place. And I went through my day. I had 3 client sessions, finished those. And then, my last client, I would have loved to have talked longer, but I was like, I've got to go lay down, because if I don't get in my bed, this is going to come on full force and I'm not going to make it to bed, because I could tell I was getting very heady. And I was just having this awareness of what was presenting in my reality and as to how I was feeling. So I went and laid down in bed. I had this super duper migraine headache start in my left eye. I actually got, you know, startled for a second because it felt more like an aneurysm, although I knew exactly what was going on because I've been doing this for years. And so it came on and it was super intense, opened up the passageway in my left nostril and right up into my pineal gland. And then the next thing I know, it was just based in the center of my forehead, in my third eye area. My pineal gland was getting activated. I was feeling very, very cold, which is plasma energy. As plasma comes in to work with the light codes, and it works at a deep molecular structure. And then it was just, like I said, gamma energy, which is that electrical current, and gamma is responsible for our neurological system as well as our immune system. So I was being hit by a lot all at one time. And then I let myself lay down, gave myself some love. And within 4 hours, it was over and I was back on my feet. It was probably around like 8:30 at night. And when I woke up and I had come back into my reality, I woke up looking at my ceiling, and on my ceiling was like the whole entire galaxy. There was an orb right in the center, and there were all these beautiful light beings, and I had never seen anything like that before. But that was what I was experiencing with my third eye activation. And my third eye was pretty open already, but this was like on a completely different level. And so I went back to bed, and in the morning when I woke up, I perceived myself as having conversations with the higher realm, and we were talking about the cosmos and like everything that's taking place. And so I didn't write it down. So as the day progressed, it kind of was leaving my awareness. And then this morning, I woke up having, again, new awareness, new insight, new intel. And my team was explaining to me about the rainbow light that I'm seeing in the sun and the clouds and in the sky. And like when I look up, I see it in every single cloud that's in the sky, and lots of purples and pink colors, and just amazing, amazing colors. And I'm just seeing this every day, right? Every day, all day, in my reality, in my awareness. And what my higher realm was saying was that this is the new now. This is what we're going to experience, because we're receiving these beautiful rays of cosmic light through the great central sun, which is in the middle of the cosmos, which is like source energy that is coming through our sun to us, and we're receiving those light codes through our sun. And so what's happening is that we are receiving all of this. We're receiving beautiful cosmic rainbow light and plasma light and photonic light, and gamma is also in the mix. And so all of this light is mixing in our field, and it's amplifying everything for us and flipping everything on, right? And so each does a little something different. And part of what I was experiencing while I was offline for the 4 hours was a little bit of nausea. And that's deep programming that's clearing, right? So nausea, bones, mucus, teeth, that's the deepest programming that we carry, comes up through those places within our physical body. And then I was also feeling a little bit dizzy, and that dizziness was what I equate to packets of intel or information or light codes coming into our field, into our electromagnetic field, and they don't assimilate right away. So they kind of are bouncing around our field and then have to be integrated, which sometimes needs sleep. So that's why we get the vertigo or the dizziness, and that requires us to lay down and rest so we can integrate that information, those light codes, into our field. And so all of these different things are here really to help us ascend, right? To create the awareness, expanded consciousness, to open our crown, to expand our third eye, to support us in our ascension process. And the reason that I wanted to share this is because, you know, the energies are getting faster. They're not slowing down. And January has been a very, very intense month. And I don't think that we're going to see these energies slowing down anytime soon. I think that they're going to continue to amplify. And it's important for us to have this information, to be aware of what we could be experiencing with these DNA upgrades, right? As our body is going through this very physical process of restructuring our DNA to more of a light body, a crystalline light body, a plasma light body. And so it's really very exciting, and it's most important for us to be in this awareness and support ourselves through, and not get mad and not get frustrated when we come down with a cold or a flu, right? Frequency light upgrade. When we come down with a flu, it's really because we're upgrading our light body. So the more information that we are holding on to, that we are having access to, the better we're going to be able to support ourselves as we go through our ascension process. And that's something that is very important for each one of us, because the more we're doing our work, the more we will support those who are next awakening. So the higher we're raising our vibration, the more we're supporting the collective consciousness and the shift. And that's what this is all about. This is about us supporting each other, coming back into unity consciousness. So I just wanted to take this time and share that, because I think it's very important for each of us to have an understanding of how this whole thing is working and what it might feel like if you are going through something. Kundalini activations can be super huge and massive, and they could, make you feel like you have lightning bolts shooting through your whole body because it's gamma coming on, intensifying the experience. And then you're down and out for the count for, instead of 4 hours, it could be 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months, right? In October 2015, I went down with an update and I was offline and in bed for 3 months. So we have to be consciously aware that our body is needing a lot of love and support right now. And that is the most important thing, is that we love ourselves all the way through, because we're perfectly perfect in everything that we're experiencing. There are no mistakes because it's all experiences. There's no lessons here. We have chosen as a soul to experience everything that we are experiencing in our reality, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because we wanted to know as a soul what it feels like in the human experience in this third density, which carries polarity and duality. And that's really what this is all about. So the more you keep reminding yourself of that, and the more you're staying in your awareness, the better and easier it will become in navigating these different shifts that we're having. And so I will try to bring you more of these videos in the future. And in the meantime, if something resonates with you, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed the content. And if you are wanting to be notified when a new video comes out, hit the little bell down below. That little bell will let you know when a new video is available for you to watch. If you feel like this video might help someone, please share it, because in sharing information, we are all doing our part to support each other. So in all that you do, be kind and be love for yourself first, so that you could share that love with everyone else. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel and connecting with me. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in your process, whether you're watching this the day that I created this video, a week later, a month later, or a year later. And know that I love you very much. Thank you again. Take care. Bye.